All right, Ryan, let's enter the fantasy booking realm of things. And we're going to do these every once in a while. We got a
Wait,
fantasy booking for you. This is ultimate fantasy booking because we don't even think this is ever even going to come
nope.
back, but we're going to say it's coming back this year by
Yeah.
God. And that is King of the Ring, Ryan. It was rumored to come back last year. It was supposed to be like King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring at Saudi Arabia, and then that
They did
quickly
it,
got.
well, they did it once with Xavier and Zelina like 2 years ago, and then they haven't done it since. So
Yep. So anyway, we're just gonna fancy book the shit out of this. King of the Ring,
yeah.
2024.
So how do you want to do this? Each one of us just go through the entire tournament, or
Yeah, I think that's the only way it's gonna make sense for people listening to this shit
yeah,
because they ain't gonna be able to keep track.
that's true. Okay, so do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I'll start this one.
Okay.
All right, so I had some qualifying matches.
Ooh.
I'll go through the qualifying matches here. I separated Raw bracket, SmackDown bracket, meet in the middle.
Mhm.
Okay. So qualifying matches, you got Reed beating Gargano, Bronson Reed beating Gargano, poor Gargano. We got Nakamura getting beat by Chad Gable because, Nakamura doesn't win anymore.
True.
We got Ricochet and Jey Uso. So main event Jey Uso off his kind of run that he's been having lately.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got Ricochet. This should be a banger of a match. This would
Yeah.
be like a
That'd be a hell of a match.
star match here. Ricochet gets beat by Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Two faces going on. And then, like I said, this kind of plays into this match here. Andrade beats Dominic.
There you go.
So
Okay.
okay, so that's first. So then that sets up your first round on Raw. SmackDown, I have Dragon Lee beating Austin Theory. Braun Breaker beating Cameron Grimes. Uh, Carmelo Hayes beating one of the biggest names in my tournament here, Ryan, Kevin Owens.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, that's a qualifying match. Just saying.
Wow.
And then NXT call up. Not necessarily a main roster yet, but he gets called up to be in this tournament because he is the NXT champion. Ilya Dragunov taking on Grayson Waller and beating him. All right. Then
Okay.
we get then we get into the real first round. I'm gonna say this tournament is its own whole night tournament, even though I don't know how the fuck that would work right now, but that's what I'm saying.
It's a network special.
Yeah. So I don't really do those no more, but okay.
Yeah.
Uh
Talk special.
yeah. Reed versus Gable. Chad Gable gets the win, right?
Damn.
Starting his single push here, all right.
Okay.
All right. Jey Uso versus Andrade. Andrade beats Jey Uso. Do, do, do. And then to move on the Raw side of the bracket, I'm going to say there's some fuckery from Dominic in this, but Chad Gable beats Andrade. So Chad Gable is into the finals of this King of the Ring tournament. What do you think about that?
I, I feel like if this was reality, that would be a very good, solid pick to
All right.
get to the finals.
All right. And then we have Dragon Lee and Braun Breaker. Ryan. Braun Breaker gets the win.
Okay.
Carmelo Hayes and Dragunov. In a major upset ish, Carmelo Hayes beats Dragunov. And then you have Ron Breaker and Dragunov, Ryan, the two NXT call ups that have faced each other multiple times for the NXT title. Ron Breaker beats him. And then you have Chad Gable and Braun Breaker in your finals, and Braun Breaker is your King of the Ring 2024.
Okay.
What are
Braun
your
Breaker.
thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Braun Breaker. Okay, well, that's solid. We got a call up in there, which is, I like that. I like Ilya getting the call up. Braun Breaker and Chad Gable would be a hell of a match.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be one of those hype spot moments where Gable, once again, Gable can't get the job done. So overall, I liked it. I liked the way that was done. Uh, I feel like if that was real, though, I mean, it's like Brock Lesnar over again, right? Braun Breaker comes up, wins the King of the Ring, gets a big push. I mean, kind of like it. I liked
All
it.
right.
I liked the people you had in it. It was different and a little different than mine.
Okay. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
So mine has a couple caveats to this.
Oh, okay.
My King of the Ring tournament is for a number one contendership for whatever championship for the brand you're on, the world title. I did Raw and SmackDown as well, but I also made it to where no former world champions are allowed. It's all people who have never won the world heavyweight or the WWE championship.
Okay.
That way, someone new and fresh is getting a world championship. So on Raw, my open, I don't do really do. I have 8 on each side, so I kind of have
Right.
qualifying matches, but it's more just first round.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my first round matches are Gunther versus Andrade,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
with Gunther winning.
That's a
It's an opening
wow.
round match. Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
I have Chad Gable versus Dominic, with Dominic winning.
Whoa. Whoa.
I have Ricochet versus Shinsuke Nakamura, with Ricochet winning. And I have, this is a big one, Sami Zayn versus Jey Uso. They're friends, but they're going to go at it, and Jey Uso
That?
gets to win.
All happening in the first round. What the fuck?
Mine's stacked on Raw, Nathan. Second round would be Gunther defeating Ricochet and Jey Uso defeating Dominic Mysterio. Your finals on Raw is Gunther versus Jey, with Gunther beating Jey. So Gunther moves on from Raw. Okay. For SmackDown, opener round matches, I have Austin Theory versus Braun Breaker, with Breaker winning. I have Carlito versus Solo, with Solo winning. I've got Dragon Lee versus Karrion Kross, with Kross winning. And then LA Knight versus Santos, with LA Knight winning.
Mm.
Kind of stacked as well, but not as stacked as Raw. Raw's got more people that were like, I was looking at and be like, I could, they're all not former world champions. So
I know, and you could see a lot of them winning this.
yeah. So the second round would be Braun Breaker versus Karrion Kross, with Braun Breaker beating Karrion Kross. And then Solo versus LA Knight, with Solo beating LA Knight.
Oh, wow.
And you set up Braun versus Solo, with Braun Breaker winning. So my finals is Braun Breaker versus Gunther.
Oh, my God.
Big match.
Yeah.
And then I have Gunther beating Braun, and Gunther wins King of the Ring, moves on to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Wow.
That's how I do it. Some big matches.
That is something.
I feel like doing it in a way where it's for something, but you also have, no former world champions. That way it makes it feel like anyone could really win it. And it's for a world title match, so the fans would be excited for it because it's like, oh, one of these guys is getting their moment, getting their title match. So that's the way I did it. I did it kind of 2002 King of the Ring booking, where it was like kind of younger guys all, because that's kind of like the 2002 King of the Ring was, where it was like a bunch of people who'd never really had a world title, and then the winner got a title shot. That's kind of the way I did it.
Yeah.
I took inspiration from Lesnar's win and kind of ran with it.
No, I really like that. So, all right. So my question is, since this is kind of a shorter topic,
Yeah,
we kind of flew through those a little bit, maybe too fast.
maybe.
Let's see. Let's say, so is 2002 your favorite King of the Ring? Is that why you went with that booking?
No, I think 2002 I liked it better just because it was for a world title shot. It's not my
Right.
favorite tournament overall, even though there are some really fantastic matches throughout that tournament. But to me, I just liked it being for something besides just the King of the Ring. I like that it wasn't for the crown and it wasn't for become king. It was a tournament for a reason, not just
Yeah.
had the tournament. That's why I liked it. That's why I went for that booking. My
Okay.
favorite King of the Ring was I don't know. I was probably Owen Hart's, even though just because I liked him getting his moment. But it's not the best tournament. Like a lot of shenanigans in the Owen Hart King of the Ring tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I went with it. I like tournaments to mean something. I don't like tournaments just to be tournaments. Like I want it to be,
Yeah.
but it's like the last ones pissed me off. The last King of the Rings they've done have always just been they've never really did anything with them. So if they're gonna do it again, I want it to be a reason. Let's crown a number one contender. Let's give someone a moment. Let's make it for something.
Right. Yeah, my favorite King of the Ring was 99.
Is that Billy Gunn?
No, that was well,
No, Billy Gunn was 2000. That was Ken Shamrock?
no, 99 was Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that was a good tournament.
Yeah, that was my favorite tournament because you had Jericho in there and well, he who should not be named, and you had a lot of people,
Yeah.
technical wrestlers in that tournament, and there were good matches, and it all happened in one night.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, 2002 did not. 2002 was not all one night. They only
no,
had like 3 matches on the actual King of the Ring that were actual King of the
yeah,
Ring matches.
yeah,
But you had like Chris Jericho, Van Dam, Lesnar, Test, you know, Tajiri, Christian. Yeah, guys like that in there. So
right.
it was fun. And it was the first one that was Raw and SmackDown. So again, I took a lot of inspiration from the uh that one because they had
So what
8
are you,
sides. So
so let me ask you this question. We'll end it on this. What are your what how many what chances do you give that there'll be a King of the Ring again?
again, ever,
Yeah,
I could see it happening. Uh, but not this year, probably. But I could see it happening at some point. Like they always bring it back eventually. Like, they always just need a reason to do a tournament or give somebody a dumb king gimmick.
right.
And so I could see it coming back. I hope if it does though, it is meaningful because the last one they did, like the Queen of the Ring and the King of the Ring was or Queen's Crown. They were awful.
Yeah,
And
agreed.
so
Agreed.
I hope if it does come back, it means something. Because the King of the Ring was always like, other than the Rumble back in the day, it was like one of my favorite things they did.
Yeah.
Off the one night, well, especially when they did it all in one night. That was when it was cool. You had the one night tournament,
Hmm.
and then so hope they do that again. Bring it back, do it all in one night, and make it for number one contendership, and then I'd be happy.
And make it like a sport. Make it like a UFC show
Yeah,
where in between each match, you got people talking to the participants
yeah,
and and how what's their strategy going into the next match. How beat up are they? Shit like that.
yeah, yeah. That's what I hope it is too. King of the Ring should be the one night where WWE is presented more like a sport. And it's a one night tournament, and
Yeah.
you could do 16 people, 32. Fuck it. I mean, you could do
32.
yeah. That's the squash matches in there, quick roll ups.
I don't see no
16.
16 match pay-per-view, Ryan.
AEW does it
This,
every damn month.
well, this is Triple H. He usually only has like 6 or 5.
Yeah, again, and you mentioned that that is one of the reasons why I don't know if it'll come back, especially not in a one night format.
Well, if it's only eight people, that's
And they
only
do
7
eight.
matches.
They do eight, yes, but it's just because Triple H doesn't like doing big match pay-per-views. So if it does come back, I have a feeling it won't be in a one night tournament. It'll be, you know, just the semifinals and finals or something.
No, he likes tradition though.
Yeah.
And he is a former King of the Ring winner.
So you said 32. The one you liked the most was a 32, but I think the first round was technically qualifying matches, but
Yeah,
it had 32 people in it. So
maybe that's why I liked it the most.
there you go.
That's the way it should have always been. All right, that was a good one. Next time we do fantasy booking, we'll have a new topic, and we'll try to pick something really crazy to fantasy book.
And if you guys have suggestions, again, you can leave them in the comments, or you can message us on Instagram or Threads or TikTok or Facebook or wherever. If you've got suggestions for something you'd like to see us fantasy book, either it be a tournament, a pay-per-view, or rebooking an old storyline or whatever, we're down to try. We're not the best at fantasy booking, but we'll give it a shot. So if you have an idea, let us know, and we'll shout you out if we use your idea. Thank you, all you smart marks out there, for watching this King of the Ring fantasy booking video. I would appreciate some love, some comments, some subscriptions, and some likes down in the below, because this took a while to edit. This was a mess, but I appreciate any comments. As always, new videos every day, Monday through Friday. Remember, ring that bell. 1, 2, 3. We're out of here. See you next time. Bye.